Holy Martyrs. What do those words mean to you? Do they make you think of personal sacrifice, defiant courage, profound Christian faith? Do the words remind you of the witness of history? Of the need to remember and honor the heroes of the past? To Armenian Christians, Holy Martyrs means all of those things. But to an Armenian community in Bayside, New York, it means something else as well. Holy Martyrs is the name of their church, a name worn with dignity and pride for 60 years. Armenians had first come to the New World seeking opportunity. But in the wake of the Armenian genocide, they came in greater numbers seeking refuge and survival. Their first order of business was to establish their ancestral church on these shores. And the first half of the 20th century was a period of hard-scrabble building. But by the 1950s, the Armenian virtues of work, education, and ingenuity were bringing the community greater prosperity and mobility. Armenians began to move out from the crowded metropolitan center of Manhattan and settle in its spacious suburbs, many of them on Long Island. It was natural that the Armenian church would follow its children. Planning for a church began in earnest in 1954, with a suitable location found in Bayside. The founders of the parish were some of the foremost leaders of the Armenian Church in America, survivors of the genocide, and the children of survivors. Their relation to actual martyrs was not abstract, it was personal. Martyrs were people they had known and admired, people they remembered, and that they wanted to make sure the world would never forget. It was in the name of the Holy Martyrs that the Long Island Armenian community dedicated their church. And it was under that name, in September of 1958, that the church was consecrated by the hand of Archbishop Mampre Kalfayan, with young parish pastor Father Vartan Magarian by his side. It was the achievement of a dream, but only the first step in fulfilling the founders' vision. Now that they had built a house to glorify God, their efforts turned to making the church a home to every Armenian in the region. From the very start, this was always an active community, methodical and foresighted, a parish that planned for the future. Even before the cornerstone was laid, parishioners were gathering to organize the life of a vital, modern Armenian church. Sunday school classes began in 1955 at a local YMCA, with 100 students enrolled. Choir members met and rehearsed in private homes. Auxiliaries, committees, and activities were all in operation long before the church could open its doors. But planning was only part of the equation. In order to succeed, the Long Island Church would need the help and support of every Armenian family in the region from every walk of life. The church received that support and more. The founders built a spirit of trust where every church member, young and old, immigrant and American-born, from every station and trade, everyone had a role to play. The years rolled by, and the Armenian Church of the Holy Martyrs grew into one of the largest, most pioneering parishes in the Eastern Diocese. Its people gave their best efforts to grand, sprawling events, picnics, banquets, cultural events, the Oceana Street Festival, national diocesan assemblies, choir conventions, and ACYOA weekends, the dance and singing groups. visits by dignitaries, including the Catholicos of all Armenians. Never to be outdone in the field of education, Holy Martyrs created model Christian and Armenian education programs, and in a most ambitious effort, it grew its High Bardez Nursery School into the Holy Martyrs Armenian Day School, opening its classrooms 5 days a week and still welcoming students after more than 50 years. At the center of it all, the Holy Badarak, where every Sunday would see dedicated deacons, subdeacons, and acolytes on the altar, talented singers filling the choir loft, people crowding into the pews to worship as their children, in the hundreds, became immersed in the Sunday school, learning their Armenian Christian heritage, and in the Holy Martyrs Armenian Language School, where 6 decades later, students still come to learn their language, culture, and history. 60 years, 14 pastors, and thousands of faithful parishioners, families and individuals, native New Yorkers, as well as transplants from around the country and around the world. People with every conceivable talent and with undying Christian love in their hearts, who overcame the struggles of the day to make parish life come alive. But above all, friends and family, the building blocks of a community that prays with one voice, cherishes their Armenian Christian heritage, and seeks to transmit those treasures to the next generation, just like those original Holy Martyrs of long ago. When your history is made by people like this, you don't forget them. You honor them. But more, you carry the work they started into the future. True, times change, challenges emerge, traditions are harder to keep, yet the passion to have a thriving Holy Martyrs is still there. In almost every respect, the founders' vision has been fulfilled over the past 60 years. They were able to see so far. But after 6 decades, it's time with fresh eyes to look to the future. Now we must see our church through the eyes of our youth, with optimism, energy, and hope. What will be our vision for the future? Who will answer the question, what does Holy Martyrs mean to me now?
Holy Martyrs is kindness.
Holy Martyrs is family. Holy Martyrs is love.
Holy Martyrs is community.
Holy Martyrs is heritage.
Holy Martyrs is joy.
Holy Martyrs is one.
Holy Martyrs is togetherness.
Holy